Yes. It's your boy Manny dropping another video, and it's going to be the Premier League Week 24 that's going to take place this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. 10 games as usual. They take all the 10. Hopefully, they get them, hopefully, be right. So yeah, as usual. So before I get into week 24, let's talk about week 23. Unfortunately, it was a not a good week. Got 5 out of 10 right, and the three best bet didn't go to plan, unfortunately. So that was a misstep. But hopefully, week 24 will be better than week 23. So let's get into week 24. So the first match will be the early kickoff will be at Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest are currently will host Brighton. Both teams are coming off from a loss. Brighton are coming off from a loss against Everton. They lost 1-0. Forwards are coming off from a huge loss against Bournemouth. They lost 5-0. So it's third versus ninth. Let's get into it. So these are the key points. 4 wins in 5 games at home for Forest. So despite Forest's bad loss away from home against Bournemouth, they still have good record at home. So they have 4 wins in 5 games. Can they continue that winning streak? We see. Brighton are six games unbeaten away from home. So the last time Brighton lost away from home was against Fulham. They lost 3-1. But since then they've just been unbeaten. They got a couple draws and a couple wins. So can they continue this unbeaten streak? We see. This fixture has produced a lot of goals in the past. So when I was doing my research, everything, and trying to see what my prediction would be for this match, I found out that there's been good amount of goals between the two in the past, and where they are right now, I can see that happening. So my prediction for this match would be over 2.5 goals. I do see goals in this match. There has been a lot of goals in this match in the past few seasons, and I feel we'll continue on Saturday. And I've said 2-1 to Nottingham. I feel Nottingham where they are right now. Yes, last week was a bad loss, but I feel they will just recover on So the next match will be at Bournemouth, Bournemouth versus Liverpool. Both teams are coming off from a win, huge wins. Bournemouth beat Nottingham Forest 5-0 and Liverpool beat Ipswich 4-1. So seventh versus first. Let's get into it. So these are the key points. Liverpool keeps on winning. Yeah, Liverpool just keeps on winning. Yeah, they're just the better team at the moment. They're a good unit, even though things can be shaky at times, but they just find a way to win. So credit to them. Arnold came in, drilled in the system, everything to the players. So they've just found ways to win. They get the 3 points, and they're still first because of it. Bournemouth are 1 point below the top four. So Bournemouth have 40 points. So they're just 1 point below the top four with a win on against Liverpool potentially. And if a draw might do, they might squeeze themselves to the top four. Liverpool on a 3 games winning streak against Bournemouth. So the last time Bournemouth got a win against Liverpool was back in 2023. They won 1-0 against Liverpool. But since then, Liverpool has beaten Bournemouth 3 times in a row. Can they make it fourth? We see. So my prediction for this match would be over 2.5 goals and both teams to score. I do see goals in this match. I do see Bournemouth scoring goals. Yeah, I do see both teams scoring. I do see at least maybe 3 or 4 goals, but I do definitely see both teams scoring. And I've said 2-2. Now, this was a tough one because Bournemouth have beaten Arsenal, they're beating Man City, they're beating Tottenham at Bournemouth. I won't be surprised if they get something out against Liverpool on Saturday. So the next match will be at Goodison Park, Everton versus Leicester City, 16 versus 17. This is a relegation battle between both sides because they are within the relegation zone. But both teams, they are coming off from wins, important wins to escape from the relegation zone. So this is going to be a must win for both sides. So let's get into it. So these are the key points. Everton are on a 2 games winning streak, so things are looking bright for David Moyes. They're on a 2 games winning streak. They beat Tottenham and they beat Brighton. That was the last match, so they're on a good side now. So can they continue? We see a huge win for Leicester City. As things was looking bad, really bad for Wood Van Nistelrooy, all suddenly they went to Tottenham and beat them 2-1. So surprised many, but they did a thing and they got their important 3 points and they got themselves out of the relegation zone for now. But can they continue? Because they really need so if they want to escape relegation. And I said earlier, it's a must win for both sides. So we see who's going to get the 3 points. So my prediction for this match will be under 3.5 goals. I won't see a lot of goals in this match, in my opinion. Maybe at least 1 or 2 goals. I see it as 1-0 to the Everton. I feel David Moyes will just continue this winning streak. Yeah, I feel they will have more say in this match
So the next
than
match will
Leicester
be
City.
at Ipswich. Ipswich versus Southampton. Both Ipswich and Southampton coming home from losses, so they're calling on the relegation, and this is a must-win if they want to, try and progress further. So these are the key points. Nothing new about Southampton. Nothing much I can say about Southampton. They're just gonna keep on losing. They're gonna get relegated maybe anytime soon, to be honest. Maybe by end of February or March, it will be official. They'll be relegated. Three losses in a row for Ipswich. But ever since that they drew against Fulham 2-2, they've just been on the free. They have now lost three times. It's not looking good for Ipswich, and if they keep on losing, they will be in early relegation along with Southampton. A must win. So regardless where they are and the amount of points they are picking up, it is a must win for both sides if they want to have a slim chance of escaping relegation and staying in the Premier League. So my prediction for this match would be Ipswich double chance. I'll say Ipswich are a little bit better than Southampton. I think Southampton of the world just not a good team at all. I think they are one of the worst side in the Premier League ever. Ipswich, they're not every better either, but they're still decent, even though they don't have a good home record. I still give them a chance, but I'm not gonna be full 100%. And I say 1-0 to the home side. So the
I
next
give them
match
a
will
double
be at
chance.
St James's Park. Newcastle will host Fulham. Newcastle coming off from a win. They won against they beat Southampton 3-1. Fulham coming off from a loss. They lost against Manchester United. So fifth versus 10th. Let's get into it. So these are the key points. 4 wins in 5 games for Newcastle. So Newcastle are currently on form right now. So they have 4 wins and 1 loss in the last 5 games. They're in a good position right now, and they're not too far off from the top four. A bad loss for Fulham. Fulham lost against Manchester United 1-0. They conceded late. That match wasn't fun first. It was kind of lackluster at times. But I thought Fulham were more threatening than Manchester United. But Manchester United got the goal, they got the chances. So yeah, they got the 3 points, and Fulham end up with nothing. Can Newcastle make it to the top four? So Newcastle currently fifth with 41 points, same points as Manchester City. If the other teams above them drop points and Newcastle win, then I think they will make it to the top four. My prediction for this match will be a Newcastle win and over 1.5 goals between Newcastle and Fulham. So yeah, I do see Newcastle winning. I feel they're on form. They have a striker. They're scoring goals left and center. And yeah, I'll see like maybe 2 or 3 goals in this match. I say 3-1 to the home side. I feel Newcastle will get the 3 points, and Fulham, unfortunately, they're just on a
And
disappointment
the
run at the
last
moment.
match on Saturday will be a Midlands derby, West Midland derby between Wolves versus Aston Villa. Wolves are currently 18th, and then the Midlands neighbours are Aston Villa currently 8th. Villa are coming off from a draw against West Ham, and Wolves are coming off from a loss against Arsenal. So 18th versus 8th. Let's get into it. So these are the key points. Now it's 4 losses in a row for Wolves. So as things was looking good for Wolves with the new manager, things just went downwards ever since. It's 4 losses in a row for Wolves. They need a miracle now if they want to, get themselves out of relegation. I feel they still have a good team to get themselves out of relegation, but it's not looking good at the moment. Villa are unbeaten the last 2 away games. So Villa got a win and a draw in the last 2 away games. One of them was a 2-2 draw against Arsenal. So at first they were having a very dismal away record, and then also the things have changed since then. So can they continue this unbeaten one at away from home? We see. Villa on a 2 games winning streak against Wolves. So the last time Wolves beat Aston Villa was back in 2023. They won 1-0, and then the match after that was a draw. And then since then, it's been all Villa 2 games winning streak against Wolves back to back. Can they make it a third time? We see. So my prediction for this match will be Aston Villa double chance and under 3.5 goals. Now I can't be fully 100% on Aston Villa because they're finding their feet, but they're also not winning a lot of games away from home. And I don't really see a lot of goals in this match because the way Wolves are, I don't know what they're capable of these days.
and I say 2-0 to Villa. So I feel, in my opinion, Villa will win this match, but I'm not fully 100% on them. So that's why I'm giving it a double chance and under
Now,
3.5
Saturday games
goals.
are out of the way. We're moving on to Sunday games. So first half will be a London derby, West versus North London. Brentford versus Tottenham. Brentford are coming off from a win against Crystal Palace. Tottenham are coming off from a loss against Leicester. So 11th versus 15th. So let's get into it. These are the key points. Three losses in 5 games for Brentford at home. Before Brentford start finding their losing ways at home, they had the perfect record, and then Nottingham happened, Arsenal happened, Liverpool happened. Now they have lost they have 3 losses in 5 games at home, so it's not looking good for Brentford, and because of that, they're at the bottom half of the table. So but with a win, they won against Crystal Palace, so they can continue winning. They'll be at the top half as they once was. Spurs have conceded 11 goals in the last 5 games. So Spurs being Spurs, and the way we're at now, it's been a very disappointment season for Tottenham, truth be told. They have conceded 11 goals in the last 5 games. It's not very good at all for Tottenham. And I know they're missing their star defenders, but regardless, they should do better. This fixture has produced more than 2 goals in the last 5 games. So this fixture has produced many goals, both home and away. And they do have a kind of history. So I do see a lot of goals in this match coming in on Sunday. So my prediction for this match will be Brentford win. I'm giving Brentford win to win this. I feel that the attacking wise on Brentford will destroy the Tottenham defense that's just been lackluster all season, and I'm going to give it 2-1 to Brentford. So I
So
feel
the next
Brentford will
match
get the
on
three
Sunday will
points.
be at Old Trafford.
Will be Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. 12th versus 13th. Manchester United coming off from a win against Fulham. Crystal Palace coming off from a loss against Brentford. They lost 2-1. So this is a must win for both sides. So let's get into it. So these are the key points. Manchester United managed to scrape through. So as I mentioned in the Fulham video, yeah, Manchester United managed to scrape through. They won. It wasn't their best performance in general, but they found a way to win. So kudos to them. They got the 3 points. They need to continue a consistency of wins if they want to get themselves the top half of the table and see if they can make it to the Europa League stages for next season, possibly. Crystal Palace are more of a threat away from home. Away from home. So yeah, as I said before, Crystal Palace are a better away team than they are at home. They've got more wins and more goals away than they are at home. And I feel they're going to be a huge threat against Manchester United on Sunday. 2 points separate the two teams. So Manchester United have 29 points, while Crystal Palace has 27. So 2 points separate the two. So it's neck and neck. So it's a must win for both sides. So my prediction for this match would be both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. I do see Man United scoring. Obviously, they're at home. They have scored all their goals at home. Crystal Palace, yeah, I do see them scoring as well. They are more of a threat away from home than they are at home. So I do see them scoring. And I give it 3-2 to Crystal Palace. I don't know about Manchester United. One week they win, the next following week they lose. Now the one against Fulham, I feel they will lose against Crystal Palace. They're very inconsistent, Manchester United, and I feel Crystal Palace will get the 3 points based on their
The
away
last
side
match on
form.
Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon will be at the Emirates Stadium, the main event. Arsenal versus Manchester City. Both teams are kind of heated right now, heated rivalries, if you can call it, the last few seasons. Second versus fourth, Arsenal coming off from a win. They won against Wolverhampton 1-0. Manchester City coming off from a win. They beat Chelsea 3-1. So this is an important win, must win for both sides. So let's get into it. So these are the key points. 3 wins in 5 games for Arsenal. So yeah, within that period, Arsenal got 3 wins and 2 draws. Arsenal just need to keep on winning if they want to close the gap on Liverpool. They can't really afford to drop any more points because if Liverpool continue winning, I feel Liverpool will get that trophy sooner than later. So Arsenal need to keep on winning if they want to, have a chance of winning that league. And Manchester City comeback. So City finding the feet again. They have been on a good form at the moment of time. So are they in a comeback? We see about that in the future. But that win against Chelsea was very impressive. There's still a lot of shaky things about City nonetheless. But
we don't know if it's a fully come back yet. Can Arsenal repeat last season? So last season at the Emirates, Arsenal beat Man City 1-0, and then they went to the Etihad and drew 0-0. So they got 4 points in total against City. Can they make it? Can they do it again this season? Because they got a point against City. It was a 2-2 draw at Etihad. Can they beat City at Emirates? We see. So my prediction for this match would be over 1.5 goals. I do see at least maybe 2 or 3 goals in this match, and I say 2-1 to the Gunners. I feel Arsenal will get the win. I feel there'll be more hunger, more eager to get. I don't know if City are fully back yet because it's time to tell, but I know around these stages they all like to do all this long 15 games one. But I don't know about this season. I feel it's been a little bit too late for them. So I'm
And the
going
last
2-1 for the
match
Gunners.
for the week 24, the Premier League will be a Monday Night Football. Chelsea versus West Ham, East versus West London, another London derby. So 6th versus 14th. Chelsea are coming off from a loss against City, Manchester City. West Ham are coming off from a draw against Aston Villa. So yeah, let's get into it. So these are the key points. A bad loss for Chelsea. Chelsea got the goal first against City. For Chelsea might get something, but next thing you know, they collapsed just like that, and they lost 3-1 against Manchester City. Chelsea are just being on a downward slant trend the past few weeks. I feel a couple more losses, they'll be out of the title race completely. Inconsistent stuff for Graham Potter. So since Potter got in charge, he got a loss, he got a win, and now he got a draw. So it's just been inconsistent stuff for Potter and West Ham. So they need to find something to remain consistent going forward. Chelsea have kept 2 clean sheets in the war against West Ham. So the last 2 matches, Chelsea won 3-0 and 5-0 against West Ham. So they have kept 2 clean sheets in the war against West Ham. Can they make it a third? We see. So my prediction for this match will be both teams to score. I don't see Chelsea keeping a clean sheet for the third time in a row. This defense is in shambles. The goalkeeper is useless. Um, but regardless of that, attacking wise, they are very lethal at the best day. And I see Chelsea scoring. And I also do see West Ham scoring as well. So they will get at least a goal, maybe. A goal or two, sorry. Though I do see West Ham scoring. So I do see both teams scoring. And I say 1-1. I could see someone stealing it, but in my opinion, I just
Now
see it
we
as a
made it to
1-1
the
draw.
end of the video, and these are the predictions for Premier League Week 24. So I'll go over it again. So it's Nottingham versus Brighton over 2.5 goals. Bournemouth versus Liverpool, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Manchester United versus Crystal Palace, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Everton versus Leicester under 3.5 goals. Ipswich double chance. Aston Villa double chance at under 3.5 goals. Arsenal versus Manchester City over 1.5 goals. Newcastle win and over 1.5 goals. They're playing against Ipswich. I mean, they're playing against Fulham, sorry. Chelsea versus West Ham will be both teams to score. And finally, Brentford win. So look into it now before I move on. So those are the predictions, the 10 predictions. We're going to move on to the three best bets. So my three best bets for week 24 would be Manchester United versus Crystal Palace, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals. Crystal Palace are a better away side than they are at home, and I do see both teams scoring, and I do see at least 3 or 4 goals in that game. Newcastle will beat Fulham and win, and both teams will no within both teams will be more than 2 goals. I predicted 3-1 for Newcastle. And I do see Chelsea versus Fulham being both teams to score. Chelsea have a very bad defense. West Ham none better. But attacking wise, both teams can be very lethal in the day. So I do see both teams scoring. So those are my three best bets for week 24. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I hope you like what you see. Thank you for supporting the channel. Help the channel grow. Um, yeah, continue subscribing to the channel, help the channel grow, like the videos, leave a comment below what your predictions for all the matches will be, and the score lines as well in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.